have a problem, okay? This is why we're here. We're sitting in this circle. I'm talking to you because I have a problem, all right? I walked outside and somebody making a bunch of noise. These hooligans decided to drop off this motorcycle. Kyle was nice enough to sell me this bike, but not only this bike, but boxes and boxes of parts, which he neglected to bring. Thanks again, guys. See you later.
Good morning.
Just I slept in the car the whole time we had this conversation. We've been out here for like an hour. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop inside. I'm not gonna hop inside. I'm gonna walk inside. I'm gonna jump inside.
Make that transition, just like us
yeah,
right
here
now.
we go. Here we go. Right now. Here we go. Ready? It's got 40,000 miles. I need to do a lot of cleaning, a lot of painting, just a lot of stuff for this bike. I'm really excited about it. Kyle, thank you so much for coming out, dude. Oh crap, lens is all dirty. But I'm very excited about it. It's a new experience, a new fun experience with bolts. Always loving new bolts, and this one has been affectionately named the Florida Floozy because of how many people that have. There's a dent. There's a dent.
Kyle,
I want a refund. So since we don't have all the parts that we need to work on this bike, and I'm really, really happy with how this bike is right now, and I don't want to swap any parts over, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. This exhaust needs some love, and that's exactly what we're going to give it. Alright, so off the bike you have a better idea of how browned it really is. This is how light, or maybe even a little bit brighter than this, is how light it should be. And then this is what happens with time and dirt and all that stuff. Scotch-Brite pads are a good option for this, I've read online. A little bit of metal polish, and then a softer Scotch-Brite pad to go back over it. And instead of me explaining what we're going to do with this, I'm just going to show you. It's pretty self-explanatory. And if you need a how-to video on this, I'll leave a link right here. That's not my video, but this dude explained it all to me, so I'm sharing it with you. You're welcome, all right? You owe me. Look at this. It's lighter than the freaking heat shields. Pulled out the bike just to show you guys the exhaust. The other night I let it warm up in gold a little bit. You can kind of see up here it's like a little bit browner or golder than down here. But it turned out really, really good. So we got to start moving on with other stuff. I went to Tampa and picked up all the parts, but the parts are all in Haley's car. So we're going to start taking parts off of this bike and try to get it back to stock-ish. This is a It's a Dean Speed crash bar. I was going to keep this, but if we're being entirely honest, and I don't want to be rude, he makes some really good products. I think that sissy bar is a Dean Speed sissy bar, but either way, I like mine more. I think mine is nicer, I think it does a better job, and I don't like putting the stress back on the frame. So, Whiskey Chaser, you're getting this part. You don't know this yet, and I'm probably not going to have this video out before the camp out, but I'm going to give you this part.
what are they gonna do? Fire me?
And see how I am as a boss.
So, a pretty cool design. Clamps right onto the frame. It's like angled to go along with the contour of the frame. He even cut this side and welded it down to fit behind that exhaust. Kind of a cool design, just not for me. I drop my bike way too often to trust that. The sissy bar needs to come off because I need this for the camp out, and whoever buys this bike cannot have it. I want it. Got it off. All right, Haley came with the parts. We got hard bags and a bunch of other parts over there, which, look at that. So I'm gonna take all these little brackets off, the GoPro mount. Yeah, and I'm gonna slim down these bars a little bit so I can start tearing this apart and hopefully put on stock cables today. Alrighty, so I swapped out the headlight. I forgot to film it because I got distracted, but this was the old headlight. It was all rusty on the inside, and then this is the new one. This is off of the Yamaha Bolt that I had probably like, I don't know, 2 Yamaha Bolts ago. But this one was like an aftermarket headlight that stopped working. Really fancy, but doesn't work. And this one works. Alright, that is looking clean. Way cleaner than that rusty old bucket. I'm going to wash the bike really quickly. Nothing crazy, just to get all that dirt off the back fender. Just kind of see what I'm working with as far as paint goes. All right, so the bike is all cleaned up. Well, as clean as I can. As clean as I want to get it. While I was washing it, I stood up, and this happens all the time, but normally it's not this sharp. I stood up, and this freaking razor blade of a lever, you know, almost cut my head open. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop these off. And chop out. They're still hot. We're done with this blade. Gotta change it out. There we go. Okay, cool. Flap disc is on here. I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, and take off the bulk of these corners. This one is a little bit more round than I wanted it to be, but I like this one. I like this one a whole lot more. I think it looks really clean. This is a whole lot smoother, so I don't know if you can see it. Whole lot better. So I'm gonna have to paint that up and sand it down a little bit more, but that looks a whole lot better than it did before. I'm gonna paint the heat guards for the exhaust. Then we're gonna move right along to the back section. I'm gonna take these brackets entirely off, moving the turn signals up to these holes. Then I'm going to take these are tail lights, which honestly I did not know that they still worked, but they do. So I'm gonna paint those black because they are rusted out. So I put this heat shield back on. I had to hammer that a little bit because of the adjustments I made on the exhaust, but I polished it and it looks great. And then I put back on the heat guards up here after I painted them. They look amazing. Painted that bracket like I said, and then I went ahead and painted the cover over the brake reservoir just so everything would match. And dude, this looks super, super clean. I was going under the fender to undo some wiring. I don't know who did this, but they used a pipe cleaner to hold up the wiring. This is ingenuity at its finest. That looks so much better. Holy crap. This is a whole lot easier than I expected. That nut perfectly fits inside this hole. I may add a washer that I'll like cut a slit in to slide over. And that nut really catches to where I can't. Oh my gosh, I can't even spin it anymore. That's going to look sick when I light it up. I'm excited to see how this looks. I wasn't really wanting to, but I think that I am going to drop these forks down. First thing we're going to have to do is undo these top triples. And hopefully I don't have to take the wheel off to make this work, but I might have to. Alright, bad news. I got to take off the whole freaking tire and fender and all that crap. That sucks. I'm just a couple millimeters shy of, you know, getting out of the top triples.
Yep, that's literally what I want to my mind. Doing it at the same time.
Drive safe. This is a similar situation. I feel like a couple episodes where I had two Yamaha Bolts with the front ends off, and what was that one? I can't stop taking front ends off Yamaha Bolts, guys. Yeah, it's about an inch down. You can clearly see the massive length difference. Kind of impressive how much more length you can get on the front with that. And honestly, the design is pretty smart. It's just a replacement cap for this cap that goes on the top. This is just a little aluminum one. This is like a steel block with a gasket on it. That's pretty smart. Actually really enjoy the look of these shorter forks. I'm going to tighten everything up, and then I think it's time to go ride this bike. I think it's in a place where I feel comfortable driving it around. I got to run to the corner store to get a drink because I'm dying of thirst. So it's 99 degrees outside.
So I just finished riding the bike around. It is running super great. I'm actually really happy with the changes that we've made so far, but it's starting to rain outside, so I'm done for the day. I'm Aaron, this is Tardy Productions, and I'll see you guys next week when we finish up the build. And also, we might sell the bike on that video. We'll see. I'll see you guys next week.